This is lesson 1-6, part 2. In this lesson, we're going to do one more example of solving an equation involving absolute value, and then we will write and solve inequalities involving absolute value. So here's an absolute value equation, and we'll go ahead and solve it by separating into the two parts. So we have 3x plus 2 equals a negative 4x plus 5. Notice you do need the parentheses. And then our second equation, 3x plus 2 equals a positive 4x plus 5. And we solve both of these equations. I'm going to just turn off the thing and get the answer, and you'll see it in a minute. Okay, so you can see on the left here, first I distributed the negative, and I got negative 4x minus 5. And then I wanted to get the x's on the left, so I added 4x on each side. That gave me 7x. And then I wanted to move the 2 to the right, so I subtracted 2 on each side. So I have 7x equals negative 7. Dividing by 7 on both sides, I get x equals negative 1. And then on the other part of the equation, where 3x plus 2 equals a positive 4x plus 5, I subtracted 3x on both sides, subtracted 5 on both sides, and I got my solution x equals negative 3. So now we take these two solutions and we plug them back into the original equation, and we will find that they don't always work. So plugging the negative 1 in, I have 3 times negative 1 plus 2, and that is supposed to equal 4 times negative 1 plus 5. So 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, plus 2 would be negative 1. Absolute value of that is positive 1. On the other side, we have negative 4 plus 5. Adding that together gives us 1. So 1 equals 1. That solution works. So now we're going to check our other solution. So I'm going to erase this first. All right, so now we're going to plug a negative 3 in. So we have 3 times negative 3 plus 2 is supposed to equal 4 times negative 3 plus 5. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, plus 2 is negative 7. Absolute value of negative 7 is positive 7. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12, plus 5 is negative 7, but the right-hand side does not have an absolute value on it, and so we get 7 equals negative 7. That is not true, so this solution is extraneous, and therefore it is not an actual solution, and we have to cross it off. So we get only one solution here, x equals negative 1. All right, so I'm going to stop the video here. You'll have to go to the next video to see how to solve an absolute value inequality.